So I'm finally back in the woodyard after a few weeks of being gone, traveling around, gallivanting across the country. But it was a great time down in Ohio at the Paul Bunyan Show. So a few things actually changed a little bit here in the woodyard. Got a couple updates to show you, and then I'm going to just quick talk about something I get asked about quite a bit. While I was down in Ohio, Rick brought in one more load of chips. I had that marker right there, back there to show him where to dump it. So with these chips and now things kind of being more level, it just makes it so much easier to drive in here, carrying logs and like turn, put them up there on the platform. The other thing I did is I gathered up a whole bunch of logs I had kind of laying around here. So I've got this pile of wood over here now that I can just come in, pick up with the forks, turn, back up, put it on the platform up there. Here's just another shot of the log pile. That again, this is just all stuff that was kind of scattered around the woodyard. I just brought it over here to get ready to start processing up, bucking and splitting. So the other day when I was bucking that log up, it was around 70 degrees. And it went from 70 2 days ago to today, it's in the mid 30s. We're supposed to get to the low 40s this afternoon, so things have cooled off. That is why the hoodies are out. But anyway, I get asked quite a bit when I'm splitting wood in my videos, like why sometimes I split small and sometimes I split larger. The thing that I tend to do, because my situation is a little unique in the fact that I am not just splitting firewood to only sell. I'm also not just splitting firewood to only burn myself. I'm doing both. And so that's why a lot of times what I end up doing is I actually will separate out after I'm done splitting which pile or which area the wood goes to. But I've just found over the years that it makes it a lot easier to just separate out after you're done splitting it, because sometimes, like I'm going to show you here in a second, you got a big round like that thing back there, you might get half of that round might be nice split good looking wood for bundles or the roadside stand campfire wood, and then the other half of it might be snarly and knotty, and so you might want to just leave that in big chunks to throw in the boiler. So you can see like that big chunk, that'll be boiler. That's for me. That's for me. But then you have some of these nice smaller split pieces that, you know, the grain is just perfect. So like that's a good stick for a bundle, or that's a good stick for the roadside stand. You know, big knotty stuff like that, that's going to go to my pile. So I'm going to do this round right here. This is going to be my little demo round. You can see there's a big knot sticking out the side. So I'm already thinking, you know, probably half of that's going to be boiler wood and the other half might split nice and become bundle wood. Again, this is just pine. So yes, you know, some people say, oh, pine is no good, but oh, this knot's already getting in the way. It actually makes, here's another big knot. It actually makes pretty good campfire wood if you season it, and for early burning and late burning, so like October and then March, April burning in the boiler, pine actually works pretty good. All right, here we go. so there's one big knot. I'm going to deal with him later. But I think I can get some good bundle wood now out of these two splits. Oh yeah. See? It's a nice stick for bundles. Good bundle wood. So there you go. There's the bundle wood. Now what I think I'll do is I'm just going to make this all into boiler wood. So I'm going to take my wedge off. And I kind of split right around that knot. There's one big chunk. And woo! Yeah, look at that. That is not bundle wood. Piece actually though is split pretty nice. I got enough bundle wood. Alright, so once again, got this big knot. I'll probably just slab that off. Woo! Yeah. Oh. All right, so after that one big round is broken down, you can see, look at that knot right there. So I wouldn't want to try to make bundle wood out of that. So that's why I like half of the round, a little more than half the round. There's another big knot I avoided. Say 2/3 of that round is going to end up for my personal use, my personal burning supply. And then the other third of it, those nice clean splits over there, those will go in to the mix for bundles and for the roadside stand for selling. So that's kind of the reason why I find it easier for myself anyway, for me, I find it easier to separate out as I'm splitting. You know, if it's knotty, if it's snarly, I just split it big, send it up, put it on the pile. If it's nice, you know, some of these pieces are nicer for bundles, I'll put that on the pile too, and then when I come in here with the tractor to pick it all up, I just sort it out then. So hopefully that kind of helps answer some of the questions about why sometimes I'm splitting small, splitting nicer, cleaner splits. Sometimes I leave it big and gnarly, like that thing. Yes, it might end up being a little more work separating it out afterwards, but when I'm putting wood in 2 different locations, I just find it easier. And it's not that much more work. I mean, sometimes, like with these big pieces, you know, it's nice to be able to take the nice splits and keep those for bundles, and then the snarly splits, put those for my personal use. So again, that's just kind of what works best for me, but I am also in that unique position of I split to sell and I split to burn. So if you're doing just one or the other, that kind of changes things up. So something to consider. But thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.